How the fuck are ya, you pulsating ass pimples? Galactic Criminal here. Just about a year ago, I did a couple reactions to a little band called Shadow of Intent, a band of whom, after reacting to, I immediately fell in love with. Not too long after that, I discovered that lead vocalist, Ben Dur, had another band called Holu, Prophet. I ended up checking out their song Infernal Cleansing, I believe. It ended up being not really for me. At least at the time, I wasn't into that heavier style of deathcore. Bands like Enterprise Earth and Within Destruction that I have more recently fallen in love with as well. So that's why Hollow Prophet to this point haven't become a reaction. I heard the stuff, thought, nah, not really for me. I picked up my Shadow of Intent and went home. Come to now, these fuckers have recently released a brand new fucking track, one of which people are telling me is a banger, and then I gotta check that shit out, so that's what I'm gonna do. Hollow Prophet, Disembodied Phenomena, with a 1, 2. What? Yo! Yo! Yeah! What?
To the shadows of all corruption, to
think it's happened again. My fucking face is stuck. Ah! That was unfucking believable. I mean, I'm kind of recalling when I checked out Infernal Cleansing, I think it is what it was called. I didn't like it, I think because there was a lot of like the rolling style of fucking deathcore vocal in it, you know, and again, like that like slammier style of deathcore, just hadn't really come around on that shit quite yet. So I just kind of abandoned it. I'm gonna have to fucking revisit that shit though and see exactly how much I do or do not like it, especially at this point. I mean, a year of listening to a whole lot of different deathcore bands and metalcore bands and shit like that, my taste has definitely changed to fucking enjoying shit, especially like this. And this was unfucking real. Unfucking real. I mean, I even just knew like the moment where they where they went into this like just like tranquil, soft moment after just being so fucking disgusting and heavy. And Ben's vocals, on this, I mean, he didn't do a lot of the rolling style of vocal. There was a little bit where, like, kind of moments where it seemed like it was going to happen and it didn't. I like the enunciation of Shadow of Intent with the intensity and the tone and cadence of his vocals. That's what drew me to that band. And that's what kind of pushed me away from Hollow Prophet. I'm going all over the place here. I'll try and come around back to what I was trying to fucking say. I am just inundated with so much adrenaline right now from how fucking cool that was and how much different it is to Shadow of Intent. Even the new album, Malediction, that is a little bit more of the, like, to the death metal side, you know, like a little bit heavier. This is just so much different of a band. I already know I'm gonna get this album. Whenever or if this is coming out at some point, I am 100% gonna be getting this, because that was awesome. I've heard a lot of like I said, like a lot of slamming, brutal death metal, you know, and like deathcore bands like that. Again, like I said, like Enterprise Earth, who I definitely enjoy, and Within Destruction, who I enjoy as well. Of albums that I've bought, that's what I'm saying. And this one, I like this more. I definitely like this more, and he didn't do any pig squeals. He didn't do any pig squeals, which I do not recall if they were in Infernal Cleansing. But I'm glad he didn't do them. I'm not a big fan of them. You can say what you want about them, and it might be in a lot of the rest of their music. I'm glad it wasn't on this track. It would have maybe pulled me out of this shit if it had have been. But everything on this was incredible. The instrumentation was beautiful, dude. And again, those quiet, silent moments that happened a couple of times in this track just fit so incredibly well. I've said before, moments like that, if you're gonna have a really abrupt style of moment, you have to have it fit. You gotta have it fit. You gotta have it like in the songwriting and not just because you want it there. You know, and I feel like that's the case here, is it fit. It's just so fucking just heavy, and then the moment that quieter section hits, it's just like, oh. It's like the beast that crawled back into the back of a cave, and he's just sitting there waiting to fucking just pounce back out at you and eat your face. Just awesome. I mean, I don't think I even heard a track on Malediction where Ben's voice was like this. This was just like unhinged. Unfucking hinged. I actually think I heard a track a while back where he was featured on that kind of sounded a bit more like this, to the deathcore side of it. I mean, I don't know. I'm just fucking talking out of my ass right now because that was beautiful. That was a beautiful bastard. I am so fucking happy that I checked that shit out. A more brutal track you cannot find. But hey, what did you think of the motherfucker? Do you agree with me that that was a goddamn masterpiece? Let me know in the comments below. Of course, I'll be a link in the description for this video so you can go ahead and watch it for yourself. Full screen audio and get the full experience. And as always, have yourself a fantastic evening.